Beautiful, beautiful evening, everybody. I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location and where you're joining us from. I'm going to say that. So, how are you, people, and welcome to this great session. Let me just say hello to a few of you. Please give me some thumbs up if you're all right. Okay, if you can hear me and if you're okay, give me some thumbs up. Natasha, how are you? Mr. Mpundu, okay, fantastic. Tyson is okay. All right, Stanley's all right. Sisi, we're great. Mutinta, you guys are fantastic. Okay, Susan Gawambo says, yeah, I'm all right. That's great. That's great. It's good to see that you're all right. Natasha says she's fantastic. That's great. That's fantastic. So, guys, my name is Shadwick Lusambo. I'm going to be taking you through financial reporting throughout this period. So it's a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm cognizant of the fact that we have different people from different locations and countries. And Pili, it's good to see you. Thank you so much. She says she's fine. Fantastic. Fantastic. So I want to welcome you to this great session. I want to take you through, some bits and pieces of, financial reporting. And I want to begin by telling you this. I want to begin by telling you that you are on the right path and you are on the right track. This is a great choice that you have done, and you're going to be happy that you chose this path. The chartered accountant's path cannot be complete without financial reporting. And that's something I really want you to get throughout this presentation. I want you to really understand the value that this course brings. And I've always said financial reporting is a way of life. It's everything. It's in audit, it's in financial, it's a taxation, it's in FM, it's in it's in management accounting, it's in tax, it's in law, it's everywhere. So the information provided in this session is going to be suitable for a lot of courses. Whether you're doing audit, financial accounting, financial reporting, advanced reporting, law, taxation, financial management, the information is extremely, extremely relevant. So what I want to tell you is that you are welcome to this session and to this semester, and I'm looking forward to working with you at a much more personal level. So let's get into the business for the day. Get into the business for the day. So I have always wanted to share this, and I want to begin by telling you how I got a job. And I got a job first day. I was a boss my first day at work because of financial reporting. So one day I found myself standing in front of people about to be interviewed for internship. A colleague of mine from school saw an advert and he told me, can you apply for this job? You go and do internship. So I applied for internship and the company was kind enough to call me. They called me and I went to attend, the interview for internship. No experience, zero experience. I had never worked before. So it happened that the same day I was called for interviews, the company was interviewing people for finance officer in that particular company. So I was waiting. I saw people come in, right? I saw people come in and people go out. Nice looking people. I'm a student. I have no nice suit, no nice shoe. I'm just some guy who looks like he's about to die. So I was waiting, waiting, and waiting for a very long time up until they were done. When they were about to leave, the owners, one of the gentlemen said, there's a student outside. I said, oh, no, the student is here. Yes, let him come in. They even forgot about me, almost forgot about me. So I get inside, they ask me, okay, thank you for showing interest in our company. So did you know about us? And I told them, a friend of mine told me that she's the one who saw the advert, and then, okay, fine, it's good to have you. For some reason, one of the directors asked me a question about, the importance of profit in business. So I'm telling them, profit is important, yes, but it's very elusive and misleading. He says, why? I say, because, it has the potential to be manipulated more than anything else. So if you're looking at profit as a layman or as an investor, it's a different thing. So they got interested. So one of them says, so why does it matter to an investor? And I say, an investor, profit matters because most people, they make decisions based on the profit. Profit pays a dividend. But the only problem is that in the real world, profit is not money. Profit is a number on a piece of paper. So if you get, you get this pod and then you sell it to me at, say, 1,000 kwacha. I bought this pod at 500 kwacha, for example. I'm going to record in my books a sale of 1,000 kwacha and a profit of how much? Of 500 kwacha. But the truth is, you've not paid me the money. I've sold this pod to you on credit. So what that means is that I don't have a real value. What I have is a number on a piece of paper because I've not received the money from you. And for those of you who are doing taxation, that's why you're going to see the taxman from ZRA refuses to tax you on profit. He says, I'm going to wait for the money to come, then I'll tax you later. That's why we have deferred tax, the tax to pay at a future date when the money comes. The directors were so interested. Said, okay, fine, fantastic. So tell us more about that. So they were asking me questions about profit. Now, so what can investors do to get a clear picture of the company? And I'm going to know there are lots of things they can do. They can look, of course, at the balance sheet and, of course, the statement of cash flows in conjunction with ratio analysis. For example, you can do ratios because ratios, they give you a much more clearer picture of the company's financial muscle because ratios are able to analyze not just the performance of the business, but also its financial muscle, its position. So when you do the foremost of all the ratios, the return on capital employed, the ROS, the one that the investor should focus on is when you put money to the business, what's my return? What's my investment? So the investor has got to focus on those, things, the ROS, the growth profit margin, which was performance. Of course, we're going to look at, zero days, we're going to look at necessary turnover, operating profit margin. So all these ratios are very important for an investor. But also, in terms of liquidity, an investor can look at, the current ratio, the quick ratio. Those show the financial position of the business, the payable days. So I'm talking to these people as a student looking to be given an opportunity to do internship. Little did I know they were so much interested in me and what I was telling them. Because it so happened that that's the problem they were facing in that particular business. So I'm telling them about, different kinds of ratios they can do, the price earnings ratio, because I knew this thing so well. And I'm explaining to these people and they're asking more questions. Before I realized it took over 43 to 48 minutes, I was still being interviewed. So it went so well that it moved from ratios to statements of cash flows. Why is it important? I begin to tell them about cash flow, why cash flow is important in business. And I'm telling them cash flow looks at the actual money the company had, how they raised the money, how they spent the money, where they got the money. So I'm explaining these things to them. And the entire time I could feel the room. There's this feeling when people are concentrating and they are listening to you when you speak. I could feel the energy and I connected with them and I capitalized on that. And before I knew it, I received a question. They said, you said you're a student? I said, yes. Say, you are more knowledgeable than every other person we've interviewed, even those that have over 5 years experience. Why are you applying as an intern? And I say, I've never worked. I'm coming from school. What I'm telling you is the information I've learned. So you must be very good. I say, I am. Because it's true, I was so good. I was the only one in my class that got a distinction in financial reporting. I was the one that got above 70%. So yes, I was so good. So my they asked me, okay, can you write an application letter as a finance officer? That's when I wrote the letter as a financial officer, and I got a job first day, no experience. All those who came before me, all those who were interviewed before me for the same position did not get the job. But they gave me a chance with zero experience. Do you know why? It's because I understood financial reporting and how it connects to other areas of the business, to management accounting, to taxation, to auditing, or how it builds financial accounting, or how it goes all the way into financial management decision making. I connected that thing because it's so important that you understand that this is the game changer for your career and for your life as well. Financial reporting is everything. So I share this story with you for you to understand that this is one of those game changers. You must pay attention. You should not learn financial reporting as a mere subject. You will not benefit from this. So as I begin to talk to you, ladies and gentlemen, right? I want to simply remind you that today is the day we embark on a profound journey together. This is a journey that will lead you to becoming the custodians of financial information. It's going to shape your careers in the world of finance. So as we gather here today together, I want you to understand that this meeting marks a significant milestone in your academic and professional lives. It's a moment of immense promise and potential. So as you step into the world of financial reporting, right, I want you to really understand that this is more than a subject. Financial reporting is not a mere subject. It's a sacred responsibility. So as future chartered accountants, you will be entrusted, people, with a responsibility to safeguard and to accurately report financial data. So I want you to look at yourself as the custodians of truth and transparency in the world of finance. So you can tell from the sound of that statement that this is a very, very immense and crucial role. It installs upon you a very weighty responsibility, because truly with it comes a lot of opportunities. So I want you to be able to master financial reporting as a way of life, not as a mere subject, because that way it's going to be easier for you to really make it, whether in audit, financial management, management accounting, taxation, whatever it is. Financial reporting spans through all those areas. So I always say a smart student is one who knows the value of financial reporting and understands how things operate. But a genius knows how it spans into these other courses because he makes use of it. So it's really important that you really look at financial reporting in such a light. So just to give you, more ideas, I want you to really get to understand your role as custodians of financial information. Because remember, when we do financial accounting, we are accounting for the company's business transactions. What was going on during the year? What did we do? What happened? Who paid what? What did we spend money on? So when we are in financial accounting, it's like we are on the income statement side of things. But as we become to financial reporting now here, we are inviting the public into our bedrooms. So you have to understand that as you begin your journey in financial reporting, it's essential to grasp the profound responsibility that comes with this role, people. Because financial information forms the bedrock of all important decision making. Without financial reporting, investors and regulators cannot make meaningful decisions and choices. Because investors are going to invest in your companies based on how well you've reported. But also regulators are interested in seeing how you are performing to assess whether your company is contributing positively to GDP, are you paying taxes properly? All those form part of financial reporting. So your role as a custodian of financial information involves that you pay attention to ensuring that you provide accurate, transparent, and ethical financial information. So I want you to think of financial reports as a compass that guides your company, that guides the organization. And because it's a compass, in this context, your task is going to be to create a reliable map that accurately represents a company's financial health, a company's strengths, and its challenges. When we do ratio analysis, we see how the company is raising finance, we see how it is performing, and we see the trend in the quick ratios to determine whether the company is making money, is sinking, liquidity is going down, or is improving. So look at financial reports as a compass that helps you to make meaningful financial decisions. Because every single stakeholder in this world relies more on this map, on this compass, because it's a crucial one for decision making. Investors also rely on this one to decide how much they're going to put into this business. How much can we pump in? They are deciding based on that information. So you have to understand that you have a very, very sacred role here in presenting accurate, truthful, and transparent financial information. So your work as you begin through this career, I want you to look at financial reporting into, the 4 pillars. Okay, it's something I've always taught financial reporting students, and I've said, transparency is one of the big issue in financial reporting, because transparency has got to do with you, the financial reporter, ensuring that financial information is clear, is comprehensive, and accessible, so that stakeholders can make informed decisions. Financial reporting is not merely meant for management. It is also meant for the public, the community, the investing public. They want to see. So the moment you report, you are also making yourself available to scrutiny. Other people can see, did you do a good job? Did you apply the required financial reporting standards? Because it's a transparent manner. Most people who are not good at financial reporting also find it hard to be transparent financially with their partners in marriage. Transparency. There are people just hide money as if their wife is a thief. 50 kwacha manila. Isho manila iwe. 50 kwacha mnawafia peta. You can't behave like that in financial reporting. Transparency is a big issue. Very big issue. So if you are the type of person that hides money, it's going to be hard for you to really appreciate financial reporting. Financial reporting also your work spans through what we call accuracy. Okay, when we talk about accuracy, it means you are the financial reporter. You know, there are some courses where you're allowed to make mistakes. Okay, in financial reporting, we don't accept mistakes because they can result into catastrophic financial decisions. Imagine if instead of writing 1 million, you make a mistake and add an extra 0. That becomes 100 million. It becomes 10 million. You can see how that changes the game. Just one simple mistake. So accuracy requires that you have to verify the precision of financial statements and figures that you are presenting to ensure they are free from errors and misinterpretation, including biasness. This is why you see in financial reporting there's a lot of adjustments, lots of things to adjust to make sure you report something that is accurately and fairly done. But also financial reporting work is going to span into ethical reporting. When you're a financial reporter, I already told you you are a custodian of financial integrity, financial information. The public respects accountants because accountants run the game. Guys, we run the game. Chartered accountants run the game. Investors depend on our work to make financial decisions. Stakeholders, the government, that's why you see the government is being audited. It is because without financial reporting, it will be impossible to make meaningful financial decisions. So ethical reporting is essential. You must adhere to all the principles of ethics, all the fundamental elements of ethics when you are presenting financial data to avoid conflict of interests and several other pitfalls that may make you fail to disclose important financial information, because it's supposed to be ethical. If you know that something is wrong here, disclose in the notes. If the going concern of the business is threatened, disclose in the notes. So you should be able to acquaint yourself with fundamental elements of ethics: professionalism, right? Integrity, competence and due care, confidentiality and objectivity. These are the fundamental elements of ethics you must know at the back of your mind, and know the threats that come to attack these fundamental elements. For example, self-interest, self-review threats, all right? Advocacy, familiarity, all those kind of things. You have to be aware of those things. So this is a course that will change your career. It's extremely important. And in case you did not know, what makes you a complete accountant is financial reporting, audit, and tax. Without these three, what are you? What are you? So you really have got to appreciate this forms an integral part of chartered accountants comprehend financial reporting. That's why you get hired in the first place. And finally, I want to tell you that as custodians of financial information, you must understand the concept of adaptation. Adaptation means, as a financial reporter, you should be, up to date with changing financial information in terms of financial reporting standards. Be up to date with new standards, revise the standards so that you can present information in a way that reflects applicable and acceptable financial reporting standards. You can't act like a morgant. People don't want to read, who don't want to study. No, you're supposed to go to the Zika website, read new upcoming development, go to SC website, read, go to ISP website, read there. You have to adapt. So to help you, you must understand that your role of financial reporting is not just about, getting a calculator and then you begin to crunch numbers. People think financial reporting, I'm going to get a calculator, I'm going to begin to crunching numbers. No. Your role as a financial reporter is more than just crunching numbers. It's about instilling confidence in the financial system. It's about upholding the trust of the stakeholders. It's about making sure that the public feels safe before they buy shares in companies, so and so. People are buying shares right now on Lucy because of your work. Based on your work, they are looking at financial statements. So you have got to appreciate the value that this course brings to the table. It's more than just punching numbers on a calculator. No. When you report, you are communicating to the world what's going on in this particular company. Very important. Extremely important. You understand that. So just to help you here, like I said, how do you then instill the confidence in the public when you are reporting? It all goes back to ethics. Because ethical guidelines are a cornerstone of your profession as an accountant. Ethical guidelines govern how you conduct yourselves in a world where trust and credibility are paramount. So for you to succeed in this role as a financial reporter, you must commit yourself to greatness. You must commit yourself to being honest. Commit to honesty, to always strive to present financial information truthfully, without bias and manipulation. And that is why auditing comes into play. If you ask me today, say, hey, Shadwick, how old are you? I say, you know what? I'm 45. Maybe that may be true, I'm 45. But if I don't tell you that tomorrow morning I'll be turning 46, I've misled you. Is it true I'm 45? Yes, I'm 45. But is it fair that I've not told you that tomorrow I'll be turning 46? No, it's not. Because a week from now, you'll be telling people, Shadwick is 50 years old, Shadwick is 45 years old, when they're following there at 46. So honesty means that don't just say something that is true, but also make sure it's fair. It's not biased. Biasness means information is not presented with an intention to mislead the users. So to help you instill the confidence in the public, the shareholders, and in the shareholders, and in the credibility of financial information, it's also important that you commit to being a person of integrity, to uphold the highest ethical standards. Even when you are faced with difficult decisions, you must always do the right thing, even if it costs you something. Even when it costs you everything, you must always strive to do the right thing. Because if you get a bribe, you lose your license, you waste years of study and experience because of a single bribe. It's not worth it. So integrity becomes a bedrock of financial information for a financial reporter. How about objectivity? Commit to objectivity. And I always say this, what makes people fail audit and advanced audit is lack of objectivity. Most people use feelings instead of logic. To be objective is simply to approach your work with impartiality and independence. Impartial means, fair, free from conflicts of interests. You are doing something because you strongly believe as a professional that it's the right thing to do, not because your mom told you so, not because your dad told you so, your fiance, your girlfriend, whatever it is that you like, but you do it solely because you strongly believe as a professional that it's the right thing to do and nothing else. That's being objective. So a smart student knows the value objectivity brings to the table. A genius knows when to use objectivity and when to use common sense. Very important. There's something that a lot of people misunderstand, especially in audit, that you as a financial reporter you should not misunderstand. It's called professional skepticism. This is a very important concept in audit, in taxation, management accounting, my financial management, and all this. It's very important. Skepticism means you have to maintain a skeptical mindset, a mindset that allows you to continuously question, all right? To continuously wanting to verify the accuracy of financial information that you've been given. I attended the budget dinner with the Minister of Finance, and one of the Professor Sasa made a comment that I walk away thinking about, and he said, every year we see the Auditor General produce reports, and he explains how many billions of kwacha were lost in corruption. And he says it makes him wonder a lot because he's not an accountant. But he always says there are always accountants in these departments who are approving these transactions. Don't you people ask questions? Say, what am I approving here? What am I signing? Don't you ask questions to just do everything you're told? So to be an accountant with a difference, you must be able to have a skeptical mind, to ask questions, always striving to verify the accuracy of the information being given to you. Because if you become a morogant, somebody who can't ask questions, ignoramus, you're going to land yourself in prison. As a financial reporter, ask questions. Don't just sign things because you've been told to sign. Don't just include things because you've been told to include them. No, ask questions. Be skeptical. So this clearly shows that ethical lapses can have severe consequences. Not just for your careers, but also for the company you serve. In the long run, if you adhere to ethical guidelines, you're going to help to build the trust You're going to improve the credibility of financial information, but also you're more likely to attract a wider pool of investors worldwide. And that is why you see in Zambia we have less than 40 companies on Luse. Do you know why? Because they're the only one that meet the criteria. Others don't. Stringent rules to ensure a company which is going to be on Luse, everything has been properly done. So I always get a question from people, and I wanted to address this one in this presentation, and they tell me that what is the relationship between financial reporting and auditing? And there's a very, very serious relationship between these two. There's a very, very serious relationship. If you think about it, you're going to see here that financial reporting does not stand alone, because it is intricately connected with auditing and the broader business world. So as a student and as a smart financial reporter, understanding how financial statements are prepared and interpreted will make you not just become better at your job, but also make it easier for auditors to make insightful conclusions. It also helps to reduce on the audit fees because we've done a good job, which means less substantive work for the auditors. If you do a domestic job, it's going to mean there'll be more work for the auditors, which is going to result into more payments. So the bottom line here is that financial reporting is really connected to auditing in many respects. Let me give you a few points that speak to this. Financial reporting is very much connected to audit. One of your colleagues is trying to log in, so I'm trying to tell them that the link is on the group. Yeah, great. Okay, I think they're about to come. Great. Yeah, okay, great. They're here. Financial reporting is very much connected to auditing, all right? And of course, the broader business landscape. So when you understand the connection between financial reporting and audit, then you're going to create meaningful financial reports. Because as you prepare your statements, what you are doing, you are building a foundation upon which auditors are going to base their opinion. You are building a foundation upon which regulators such as ZIA are going to charge taxes. You are building a foundation upon which investors are going to make investment decisions. But at the same time, you are building a foundation upon which management is going to make decisions. So it's important to appreciate the work that you do. In auditing, the financial reports are subject to scrutiny because auditors are going to rely solely on your work. What they do, they assess the accuracy of the financial statements that you've prepared. They want to detect, was there any fraud? Was there any breach of compliance? Were these statements prepared in accordance with applicable financial reporting framework and standards? Right? So you can see how financial reporting connects to audit. In the broader business world, you're going to appreciate that you're going to say the financial reports are invaluable tools for decision making. There's no way you can be a good financial manager without financial reporting. When you go to do financial management, you're going to be making investment decisions based on financial reporting, financial statements. Because the CEOs, the CFOs, all the senior management, they use the financial reports to make strategies, all right, to allocate capital, of course, to ensure compliance with rules and regulations. So your work in financial reporting acts as a bridge between, complex financial data and the practical decision making. That is why you are such a valuable asset to your business, because without you, there will be no decision making. Without your work, there will be no investors. So appreciate the value that you bring to the table and love this thing. Look at financial reporting as a way of life. It's going to help you a lot. The time you be done with the learning of financial reporting, even at your work, you're going to see things will be different because you become more valuable to your business, to your company. Even your own business become more valuable. Other issue I wanted you to simply appreciate is, how financial reporting connects you to the world of technology. Now we have AI. And I was thinking today, I sat down and I was thinking, why are people so there's always a guy who comes to scare you saying, no, you're going to lose your job. There's going to be AI. You lose your job because of blah, blah, blah. And people are so terrified, right? People are terrified about AI. They are so terrified. They can't sleep. They are trying to do this course and that course, and they have no idea what should be done. So my friend, I tell you not to worry. AI is not here to take away your jobs, because the chartered accountant's profession. We have some feedback from somebody. Please mute your speaker. We are getting feedback from some of you. Please mute your speaker. That's Mpundu Chimba. Mr. Chimba, please mute your speaker. Okay, great. People are saying, no, we're going to lose jobs because of AI. No, AI will not take away your jobs. AI is here to create more jobs for you. You understand that we live in an era of technological innovation. That's true. I understand that. And I also understand that the financial industry is not an exception. In one way or the other, our profession has been altered. So the integration of artificial intelligence and advanced software in financial reporting is transforming how professionals like you and I work. Partly because, number one, you know by now that AI can automate routine tasks. Now we don't want an accountant to come to do, receipts and payment. I don't have time for that because I have a software that can do that for me. AI-powered softwares can handle repetitive tasks such as data entry, reconciliations with a lot of speed. Look at Bitcoin. That platform has been existing since 2009. It has audited itself for over 15 years. From 2009, it's close to 15 years now. Over 10 years, it's been auditing itself. It has never made a single wrong transaction. Now think about a combination of AI in that system. So we know AI can automate routine tasks. We know AI can analyze large data sets. We know that AI algorithms can quickly analyze vast amounts of financial data. If you are doing SBA, strategic business analysis and strategic business data, you're going to appreciate there's a topic called big data, right? And AI plays a vital role in analyzing vast amounts of financial data. It identifies the trends, anomalies, and potential risks. When you go to eBay or Amazon, you click on anything, the system is detecting what are people clicking on the most, what are they buying the most, what are they clicking on but not buying. Imagine the amount of data from different people. When you go to YouTube, you type a video, whatever that you type, the system is keeping that data. That's a lot of data to be kept. But AI can analyze that data in no time and identify trends, anomalies, and potential risks to help you make decisions quickly. AI can enhance accuracy. We know that AI can reduce human error and improve the accuracy of financial reporting. We also know that AI provides insights because AI-driven analytics can offer valuable insights into financial performance, helping the organizations to make more informed decisions. We know that. So we know AI can do all these amazing things. But the truth is, that AI is not here to take our jobs. You have to remember, all right? You have to remember you have to remember here that while AI can do all those things, it is not a replacement for expertise. I want you to think about that. It is not a replacement for your degree, your master's degree. It is not a replacement for your experience. It is not. Do you know why? It's because as a financial professional, you must learn to harness technology effectively. You must understand that. Besides, AI has been made by human beings. So it is not AI that will replace you. It is the guy who knows how